Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to cover some of the Injustice patch changes today, and I'll just show you guys what they look like, because I know the patch notes don't exactly always explain exactly what's going on. So, let's start with Superman and forward 2-3. So, the thing about forward 2-3 now is if you hold back at the start of the match, you can actually walk out of the forward 2's range, but you still get hit by the 3. But you can actually interrupt, his options. So it's actually really nice now between the forward 3 and stuff like that. If he starts the game with forward 2-3, you can actually whiff punish it. So it's not easy for him to just start like that. If you block the 3, then you'll get hit. You can also jump out at the start of the match. Really easy now. So if he does like forward 2-3 breath and then he tries to do another forward 2-3 after, you can backdash way easier than you used to be able to. So that's a really nice thing. You can also up back and get out with whatever. Air laser is also significantly more punishable than it used to be, so I'm going to try to block after air laser there. And I'll show you guys what I mean. So Nightwing gets a free punish pretty much as long as, if he doesn't meter burn it and it's not at absolute lowest distance, it's a punish every time. And there's no way out. If you're closer, you can get like Flying Grayson or jump 2 confirms whatever you want. So it's really easy to punish compared to before. And his corner damage got lowered a lot. I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't play him. Okay, so 53% damage. If you guys didn't know, the damage used to be about 71%. So Superman's still a strong character, but he lost a lot of his damage, a lot of his dumb stuff, and he just got a little bit more normal. Like, he's not as super as he used to be. So that's pretty much the big changes for Superman. Let's cover some of the other characters, largest changes, and then I'll just show you guys some of them. Like, I wanted to show you guys a few specific characters. First, we're gonna go with Lobo and Black Adam. So while this is loading, I'll just talk about some changes. So Catwoman got her parry or evade change. So now, like, between certain strings, like Lantern's back 1-3, she can like do her avoid thing and then like full combo punish. Back 3s, meter burn back 3s, and forward 3s got a big buff this patch. So for instance, if Lobo does meter burn back 3, meter burn forward 3, he gets 42% damage when he's got double shells. So normal back 3 does 11% like on Lobo and 16.5 with meter burn. So you guys can see the damage is pretty big. So meter burn back 3, forward 3 is a lot. Lobo got a lot of changes. Hook charge is obviously an overhead now. And it's also a wake up. His shells do have this huge distance that you can shoot people at. And they also get 2 shells instead of 1. He used to just load 1 at a time. And his damage is absolutely massive now. Like, he hits really hard, even harder than he used to, which is definitely saying something. Like, if you meter burn backs 3 something, like, he gets 46% damage with double shells. So that's a lot of damage for 1 bar just off of a meter burn back 3 to punish something. Without shells, he gets 36. So let's go to Black Adam real quick. Lobo changed a lot, but Black Adam did too. So I'm going to show you guys how nerfed the backdash is. I'm going to backdash and immediately hold up, and you guys can see how long it takes for it to recover. That's how long he has to move after his backdash. He's got to wait all that time. His forward dash got nerfed a little bit too. His trait doesn't last as long when he has it out. I think it's 4.5 seconds, so it should be out right now. Okay. It also doesn't do as much damage, but the character's still strong actually, because he got a couple of changes that actually help him out. So he has like, whoops. He can actually back 3 off of black magic like that now, which is a very strange thing indeed. His combo potential got buffed a little bit, and his orbs are still really good. He can still do dumb stuff like back 2 trait throw for insane damage, and he can still do down 1 into down 1 any block move into cross up dive kick. That's still a thing, although I can't do it. So yeah, so he can just still do stuff like that, like cross up dive kick. His lightning doesn't like anti-air as much anymore. Like, overall, the character got worse, but he's not a bad character. He's still pretty good. He has lots and lots of really abusable dumb shit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Let's cover some other characters. So Aries and Cyborg. That's what we're gonna look at, and then I think the last two characters we'll just show are Nightwing and maybe Grundy. I can't think of anybody else who had who had super large changes that people wanted to see. So Catwoman and Doomsday and Superman, their meter burn charges also have 2 hits of armor now. If you guys didn't see that, so it takes 3 hits to hit through them. That's pretty crazy. Aries got a lot of changes in his teleports. So he has like different variations of teleports now. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting actually. So he has this one now, and he also has the backwards teleport. So between that, his ability to move around got significantly buffed. He can also meter burn his teleports, so he can do weird stuff like. So if he has a sword, he can just hold it and then like fake dash meter burn or something like that. So yeah, his ability to like play mind games and stuff is like way better than it used to be, because you can see how slow that teleport is compared to this one. So like I'll mash down one after, you guys can see how long it takes. Like that's how much faster it is. It's crazy. So I'll even hold up after so you guys can see. It's like instant. So yeah, that changes Aries a lot. He also got like, he can do stuff like that now. Just weird, I don't know, kind of stuff like that. I don't know, he's a weird character. I could see him having all kinds of weird setups with that. So definitely cool stuff. So Cyborg actually got some interesting changes also. Let me see here. So I'll just do this real quick so I can take the chunk of damage. Okay, so look at my health now. Cyborg's new trait is actually really good. So let's say he lands something like meter burn push, right? He has all this time to now heal. You guys can see his life bar increasing. If you guys didn't see that, I'll do it again right now. Whoops. When it charges back up. And you guys can see how fast it is, but it's insanely fast. So, yeah, the heal amount is really high, and that helps Cyborg a lot. They also changed his grapple input to be a little easier. So if you're getting pressured, you can just grapple out. Stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Cyborg changes. And the last two I'll show is Grundy Nightwing. If you guys didn't know, Nightwing's change was that his meter burn staff spin now doesn't whiff on certain characters. It whiffed on him before. So I'll show you guys that. And I'm trying to think, is there anybody else who's majorly changed that I need to look at? Let me just run through. More damage, just fixes, more damage, string change, teleport change, and some string changes. More damage on some certain things. Better parry. Crowbar is now actually really good. Harley Quinn got some like bug fixes. 2 hits of armor on dash, faster evade. Bug fix, I think. Bunch of nerfs. A couple changes actually. He had some interesting ones, but you guys probably already saw the notes. Multiple hits of armor on his Venom, faster trait startup but less damage, Grave Rot changes, which is what I want to show you guys. Batman's back 2-3 has less block stun now, but I think he recovers faster, so it's about the same. Bats come out slower. Flash's damage didn't even get changed at all, really. You guys know that they were supposed to change that, but it didn't really. He actually sort of got buffed in the sense that his uppercut now is really good at anti-airing. I just showed you guys that. Slide can now be meter burn for his overhead part, and his slide is actually really good now. Martian's change, if you guys didn't know, his teleport is now hits overhead better, but it's more punishable. So they actually made his teleport more negative. It's really easy to deal with now. And meter burn back 3 is getting buffed. Actually hurt him a lot too. Bunch of fixes, just a glitch fix, longer trait time. I don't think Raven got anything, or Hawkgirl, like maybe a bug fix. Shazam stayed almost the same, like even though back 2-3 launches and he's got a little bit more damage, nothing really changed. No OTG window and hitbox fixes. That's pretty much it. So I just ran through every change pretty much I can think of off the top of my head. But this is the last thing I actually wanted to cover in this video. I just ran through the patch notes again in my head and tried to think of anything specific that I should talk about. Okay, so for instance, if Nightwing does meter burn staff spin like this on block, Oh, whoops. I didn't do meter burn. It used to whiff. But now it will no longer whiff. Like, Grundy used to be able to stand up and swing through the last hit because it wouldn't hit him. But as you can see there, I'm stuck in block stun. So yeah, that's a big change. And another thing is Grundy's Grave Rot got changed. If you guys don't know what Grave Rot is, this move right here. It does damage over time when you stand next to people. And that might not seem that significant until you do something like this. And you get like a meter burn throw, dash up, meter burn rot, normal rot, and then you do like a trade throw. And look at the damage. The extra damage he gets from rot is absolutely insane now. So if he gets normal rot into rot and then he does something like, whoops. And then he gets like a throw, you guys can see the amount of, like that was 15%. And when I was doing this earlier, I was getting like 20% for a throw. Like I got 28 one time. I mean, you guys can just see the damage ticking. Grundy's Grave Rot just does so much damage now. He doesn't even have to do anything. You just sit there and block. If you're swinging, like, he's taking all that damage. And look at Nightwing's mouth is moving because he's apparently coughing. So yeah, that was a big change for Grundy. Let me see. Is there any last change I need to run through that you guys should probably see? It's something that you need to see. I can't think of anything. Oh, I'll show you guys the crowbar thing. Okay, I'll show you guys the crowbar thing. This is actually worth showing for those of you guys who play Joker. This is a pretty large change, actually. They made it so that his crowbar, which is his overhead move, is now -4 on block. So that's -4 on block, so it's not punishable. So he sort of has a way to deal with stuff. And they also made it so when he meter burns it, he gets a better setup after because it recovers faster. So he can do something like dash into teeth. Whoops. He can do double dash pressure or dash into teeth. So like that, and then he gets whatever he wants after. So that's really good for him. Joker, he needed that. He also got better parry. Again, that's like the 7th time they buffed him in his parry. And Bane also had all the Venom changes you guys know about where he takes less damage. But the thing that's interesting is that he can now meter burn this move even on a whiff. And you can't even like swing out. If you block the first hit, you can't meter burn back through the second part. You can like backdash, but you can't punish it really. Unless you have some like, I don't know. It's just like there's this weird hitbox that doesn't happen. So yeah, that move got a pretty large buff. And Bane overall is not changed too significantly, but did get some changes that aren't bad for him. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video covering some of the changes. And next time I see you guys, it might be with GTA Online or maybe this game online. Who knows? So yeah, see you guys again soon.